Tunnel snakes rule. Oh my god, we have the tunnel blaster and we have the snakes.
Tunnel snakes rule. We're the tunnel snakes. That's us. And we rule.
Hey, buddy, watch this.
Yeah, we've played a lot of Taunt Warriors, but we thought, how cool can we make it if we go Highlander with it, right? Can it get cooler? Sticky Finger could be very good against Hunter with the hammer. With the hammer. Deck looks really fun. Yeah, I love this kind of deck. I love Warrior. I love taunts. I love defensive stuff. Yeah, this looks really fun to me too. Turney, no, you're not on YouTube, man. Thanks for watching live. I wish more people would make the move to Twitch, dude. I think if people realize that they get to ask me questions and I answer them, like, you don't have to pay, you don't have to just watch and ask, and I talk to you, and you know, we become, I guess you could say, like internet friends of a sort, you know, like at least acquaintances. I think if more people knew that, they would probably be more likely to head over to Twitch. I know for me, when I first started watching Twitch, it's actually awkward when I talk to streamers. I didn't like it. It made me feel uncomfortable, like, oh, they're talking to me. They know I exist. But it's still really cool to have access to people that you watch, and you know, getting to communicate is really fun. Yeah, let's not play into the bait. Oh, it is freezing trap bait. Okay, well, that's fine. Snake is what I was most worried about. I don't love this, but Kargath is a good turn 4 to clear that anyway, so should be fine. Definitely rather this get freezing than the Kargath, that's for sure. That's a good Kargath trade too. I want to protect bigger taunts later, so this is all good. New to the game, any general tips for a beginner? Yeah, probably. I would say value trade, but don't overvalue trade. That's a tough phrasing. Learn your deck. Learn about tempo versus value. Learn about what else is a good? Actually, this is fine now. I wanted the Storm Hammer, but this works too. And this is also good. It's fine. I needed the turn 5 play. Learn about tempo and value. Learn about the kind of right time to turn the corner. And what I mean by that is, like, a lot of very new players want to go face all the time because you win with face, but then they lose on the board. And they don't recognize the value of their minions being alive for multiple turns. So then they kind of learn how to value trade. And you're like, oh, I'm going to take better trades than my opponent. I'm going to extract more value out of my resources. And I'm going to win through that. And that's pretty good as a good player. But then as you become a really good player, you actually learn to go face again. There's sort of a second learning period where you learn to go face again, and you start to realize that, like, oh, I need to kill my opponent. Like, sometimes minions aren't worth that much because I'm going to put the game on a clock, and I'm going to identify when to turn the corner and create pressure, put them on their outs, and win. So you kind of have to learn that progression. Has the meta changed the last few months? Yeah, it's still kind of the same core decks, I guess, but certainly their sort of priority and rankings have shifted a little bit. Good 50-50 for him there, man. Sucks for us. Kargath incoming soon, though. Let's see if this is like snakes, I guess. I think we can, you know, we know it's not freezing. It's pretty much always snakes or explosive here. So let's just trade this way to set up the Restless Mummy, right? I think this gives us the best Restless Mummy. We could actually go Tunnel Blaster as well, I guess. Tunnel Blaster makes us a little bit better against, well, not really any better against King Crush, I guess. But this beats King Crush anyway, so I'm not really stressed about King Crush, am I? Yeah, let's go Tunnel Blaster here. Tunnel snakes rule. Oh my god, we have the Tunnel Blaster and we have the snakes. This is Tunnel Snakes rule. Oh, I love Tunnel Snakes rule. It's one of the best old memes ever. Tunnel Snakes rule. We are the Tunnel Snakes. I think that's how it goes. It's been 800 years since I've seen that. I think that's how it goes. Oh, just Tiamat. Okay. Kargath is less good against Tiamat. Because the Divine Shield, right? Less good against Tiamat. We might be able to get away with an Armageddillo here. There's a chance I take 12 off the Tiamat's the problem. Well, I'm gonna have to try to take 12, I think. Because really, Restless Mummy wasn't very good, right? Restless Mummy can't get through the Divine Shield either. Really, this was one of the most awkward plays. I would have been much, much better against Bran. hope he doesn't have the brand now to trade into this. Hey, Kirsten Lopez, how's it going? That's not necessarily a bad thing. It could open up a little bit of face damage with the Tiamat. So could Corrosive Breath. I'm more worried about that. Okay, that's fine. That makes the Restless Mummy more interesting. That said, I can't Kargath and Restless Mummy, so I have to decide how I want to prioritize this. Would love to draw like a Blade Storm, maybe. Yeah, maybe Risky Skipper. Yeah, I could Risky Skipper, Mummy, Dread Corsair. Yeah, just like an Ankar would be good. I love that he had to hit that twice, by the way. Really nice. Livewire Lance, kind of the same difference here, I guess. So we can kill these two. We leave this up, but might get a Lackey to answer it as well. Or might just play the Dread Corsair. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. We'll see. We'll see what we like better. I think in most cases the Dread Corsair is going to end up being way better, but we'll find out. Yeah, Dread Corsair it is. If it'd been a Kobold Lackey, I think I would have gone for the Kobold Lackey, but this works out. Man, this is suddenly not so bad for mana, right? Even though it got Freezing Trapped as a 4/5, it's pretty sick. So now Kargath really helps me stabilize my health total. Might need it against Alexstrasza. Kargath, if I can safely, is much, much better, I think. Oh, that's not even his real Alex. It's off Primordial. Ugh. Ugh. They don't have too many big plays left. I never trust that fact against... Oh, he didn't want to take the spell? He didn't get a spell off Mali. That feels like just a mistake, right? Let's see what this finds me first, and then I'm probably gonna Kargath still. I think the Brawl is a little bit too risky to failure. Ooh, Execute. Oh, Shield Slam's amazing. Oh God, Shield Slam Kargath is amazing. Oh my God, why am I even thinking about Execute? Oh my God, this is insane. What am I even considering this for? I'm an absolute madman. This is ridiculously beautiful. Now that we have life, we can go here. Oh my God, what a turn. What a turn. Oh my God, the Shield Slam. I was thinking, I don't have any armor. Kargath fixes that. Woo! What a turn. Kargath is OP, man. I'm surprised I don't run Shield Slam this list. It might be okay, but we've had trouble getting armor in many cases. We're playing from behind fairly often. And then stabilizing behind a wall of taunts. So it can be hard to accelerate that armor total. As you see, there are a couple hits like Kargath and Shield Slam and stuff, or Shield Block, but it's been rarer more than common. Can we kill this right now? 2-5. No, not at the moment. Oh my God, is this actually gonna get to activate? No secrets in his deck, so this has to be game, right? Maybe as a weapon to kill this? If that's the case, he takes 10.
Boys, make some room by the
Not getting the spell off of this.
Hope everyone is staying
Oh, is this
safe.
lethal? 11. No way, this isn't lethal with Wind Fury. This goes to 11, and that's 22, 23. It's really not lethal. It's 23 damage. Oh man. Rush Lucky? Yeah, I know. It goes to 11 with Rush Lucky. That's 11. Doubling, it's 22. This is 23. Like I said, it's not quite lethal yet, sadly. But this is fine. We'll win anyway like this. It's no biggie. I promise. We're okay.
Life and hope are worth
I promise. Okay. Yeah, sure. I don't think I ever ran this right. We can save that for emergencies. I think we're set up just fine now with the Kargath heal. Way better than my heal, right? Like, Kargath can present... Oh, no! No, you're gonna use his Hounds, though, so what's the real punish here minus the Kargath dying? I think that's the only big hit, right? Is this any sort of lethal? Again now with Zephrys. Zephrys, like, can steal this, and I hit face for 13. It's not quite lethal, but I think stealing this is probably still the play, right? Then we're just so far ahead on board against Hunter, who has no recourse for that. Is Shadow Flame ever lethal? No, Shadow Flame's pretty bad, actually. Okay.
Let me change your mind.
Let's go ahead and clear that guy and just totally dominate the board. I don't think it's possible to do this from here. Do you have a weapon left? Yeah, sure. Don't think we're possible to lose. What's your record with this deck? I don't know right now. Not terrible. We've only played a handful of games. Pretty reasonable, I'd say, but probably not anything amazing. I think we're gonna be like 3-3 after this. Okay. Man, I really wonder how much of a difference missing that Malagos hurt him. Recorded a really fun video last night, guys. I won't tell you what it is, but You'll see a fun side of Regis. PG-13 Regis. You'll see soon. It's not gonna be on my channel, but I'll tell you about it when it happens. PG-13 Regis. Maybe even rated R Regis, kind of. But it was a really fun video. It was fun. Somehow being highlighted in yellow equals active just doesn't always register for these Highlander cards. What do you mean? Like it's not actually working, or it's like sometimes you don't notice it or don't realize it? Oh, I know what you mean. Like earlier when I played Reno with multiple bombs in my deck. Like sometimes you forget.
I can't move.
They need a little pop-up confirmation. Like, are you sure you want to do this, dude? Are you sure? For real? This is scary. Scrap Imp obviously early is bad. I mean, they did hit it on 3 instead of 2, I guess, which gives me a little bit of time to work. And in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and try to find some lackeys into things like more brawls, maybe some shield slam action to help me keep up with this when it goes off. I mean, I already have the 1 brawl, which is nice. Certainly Restless Mummy can help me keep up a little bit, but want to be playing these lackeys down ASAP. I also don't know how I have so many cards in hand, but my end of the fray is not even good yet. It's sort of nuts. I only have 1 taunt in hand. Man, that's gonna be a nasty scrap in. Oh my god, that is gross. I do not think we want to commit yet to the Restless Mummy, right? I think we want to hold for the brawl when this goes off. I need to find more than that though.
From nothing.
Rampage, improve morale, or Dr. Boom's scheme. Rampage is like kind of cool with the second half of the Mummy to help me take trades. It's definitely not something I'm pumped about. Morale, I mean, could find me more cool resources, but I really care most about ethereal lackeys, and it's just a 1 out of 7, you know? I'm gonna play for the Rampage since we know it does something. All right, I can't attack now because of hand size, right? I would love to, I guess, but make him overdraw. I just don't think Zoo cares about that, right? They really don't have many cards that are super important. They do sometimes run a Zephrys, which could matter a little, I guess. He's actually just gonna burn those. Okay, that may have been intentional. Sometimes it's scary to have all those Hand of Gul'dans in your hand.
Hey,
You don't want to draw too much of your deck too quickly, but it seems like a weird play.
Probably.
I would more readily have expected him to want to go for the... We can actually clear the magic carpet here with the Mummy if I want. I think I'm going to go for the Mummy now. Take the 12, or actually I'm going to take another 3, so I'll be taking 15 total. But this basically buys me a turn. I might even keep a minion on board too, which can contest. He might even feel compelled to hit this. I don't know. But now the brawl becomes pretty interesting. I could even toss in the lackey if I want, but I probably won't. There probably won't be any 1 minion that's super scary. I will probably want to focus in on just playing this afterwards and getting some counter tempo down. Deathwing becomes a good clear later in the game, but for now I've got to answer what's happening on board. I wonder if he wants to trade this 3/3 in. I would love that. That's great. I mean, this is not likely to die to any sort of spell or anything, so. If he doesn't reload in a major way, we might be able to get by with like End of the Fray, Bone Chewer, Faceless Hero Power or something. I could maybe just play the Armadillo, to be honest, depending on how much stuff commits here. I think they're appropriately trying to slow down their kind of loadout here, but I wonder if that ever pays off for us in the long run. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna Hero Power Faceless Bone Chewer. It's again, oh, that's a sick roll. Okay, that's great. More life gain is fantastic. All right. Basically here, I'm just trying to force him to commit more. It's like he knows he's holding for removal here. Like he's keeping so much stuff back, but it's sort of inadvertently buying me time. It is hard though. Like I think we're gonna reach a breaking point where that becomes a problem, but if I can stabilize enough behind like Tunnel Blaster and Armadillo and all these other cards, like how much do we just win then, right? Now I feel like Tunnel Blaster is actually good enough. We leave up with, yeah, actually Tunnel Blaster's perfect. We just trade in Tunnel Blaster and that's good. That wipes out this wave, and then we still have the Brawl saved up. And then we have Deathwing. Yeah, Tunnel Blaster's great here. I don't anticipate any sort of like silence card. Anything like Soulfire doesn't help, so this usually just wipes the whole board and then he reloads again. But he's running out of buffed minions now. It's smaller, fresher minions at this stage. So that might make the Deathwing trade pretty nice. If Brawl doesn't make sense, if he's only like 3 minions, right? Deathwing is better than Brawl, I think.
Hey, I got you, friend.
So I think does keep that alive. Okay. Not that bad though. Just a 1-up. Servant. So that actually is enough that Deathwing dies. If he plays one more, Deathwing's generally not a good clear. If he doesn't play one more, I think I will just Deathwing to fully reset. Well, it's still not even. If it hits this first, it would be. It's pretty unlikely that happens. Ooh, this might just be better, right? Battlecry triggers, then Death Rattle. Oh, is that true? Oh, in that case, Deathwing always clears. Oh, that may be right. You may be correct. It's pretty likely anyway. Let's just reset here. Save that risky skipper for later when I have a little bit more mana to work with. I do have to start worrying about Soulfires. Dude, it worked anyway. This is fine. Perfect order. Regardless. Kind of sad we didn't get to test the experiment now. Okay. It's sad I don't get to hit the hero power button, but we're stabilizing, which is the important thing. Stabilize. I like how much they're life tapping. I mean, he needs like another big. I think he needs another scrap him turn to really make this interesting because. Oh, this is the pizza list with Lorewalker Cho. Yeah, I saw this. This is fun. Skipper Flunky Quartermaster's pretty sick now. How much is that? 6-9. Yeah, okay. This is another full clear. Particularly with the Lackey. Actually, we could go ahead and go for the Dread Corsair instead, eh? We don't really need the Frightened Flunky at the moment, and this gives me a taunt, which is pretty sweet. Okay. All right. I mean, now I feel like we're with the Brawl. I feel like we're just kind of locked down. I need to draw the Armor Smith though, so that I can get a ton of armor off this. But I'm probably just gonna dump the Armageddillo now, and I don't see how we lose, right? Oh, discarding the Magic Carpet. Wow. Oh my god, there's the Armor Smith. So I think I Titanic, Lackey, the Risky Skipper, and then Armor Smith, then probably Armageddillo, right? So we can go face, because that 5/2 is going to die incidentally. I got to do this first or we'll kill off the Risky Skipper. So even though we lose a little bit of armor like this, it doesn't matter because the thing's going to die anyway. So this gains me the most, I think. Tiger. Because we get to do it like this, right? Oh, I just missed one damage. Shoot. Shoot! It still died early. But we got a lot of life. We got a big taunt. We got an even bigger taunt in hand. Doesn't have any cards to play. We should be stabilized here. I think we can't lose from here. We still have Brawl. He's clearly taking fatigue hits soon. We're back to 22. Discarded Zephrys! Oh no! It's all falling apart. Soulfiring my taunts is great news. Discarded the other Soulfire. Alright, that's game for sure. There's not even any minions left now. I mean, this does give him 2 Zephryses, I guess. I shouldn't really... I'm laughing about the Zephyrus curve. It's actually probably helpful for him, isn't it? We can deal 7 and 2 is 9. I don't think I have a lethal here, unfortunately. Cobalt Sticky Fingers are relevant. I need to worry about things like maybe Tyrion. I think I just play the Alex, right? Because these taunts are going to get bigger, so in case it matters. I mean, I think he's going to have a Twisting Nether next turn, though, so I kind of want to be careful about that. I guess since he's going to have a Twisting Nether, let's just go face, right? Like, what do we care?
What a day!
He's going to have a Twisting Nether. We could cycle this, but it's just going to be really big next turn, so I don't think we need to. Okay. Putting him to 3 here. I actually increase the quality of my draw, so I'm gonna do it. Because I risk, drawing the Cobalt Sticky Finger anyway otherwise, so now I might draw a better card. I don't think we can lose. Even with 2 Zephyrses. We're back to 25. Like, what can Zephrys do? It needs to clear once. Which, like, a Twisting Nether could clear. I mean, I guess maybe it doesn't even need Twisting Nether at this stage. There might be some other better line. Even just stealing the 1/8 taunt right now is kind of cool, right? That's a pretty neat line. But Yeah, Zeph was the highest cost card in his hand. Yeah, that's interesting. Magic Carpet was earlier. Pretty crazy game, man, to go this deep. He actually should have a Nat Pagel in the list. This list runs Nat Pagel and Lorca Show, which I still don't know if that's real or a meme, to be honest. Sticky finger! Sticky finger for lethal. Oh, I love it. This is great. I don't know if that's real or a meme. Pete has been running this Lorewalker Cho Nat Pagel list to like top 10 legends, but I almost think it's more proving a point that Scrap Imp is so good that it doesn't really matter what your minions are as long as you have minions. I think although these are both pretty awesome big taunts and stuff, turn 6 a little late here for Demon Hunter. We need to play for a much faster start with this deck. I mean, same average mana, I guess. Zephrys is certainly welcome though. This could hit a nice like consecration or something in the mid game. That's important. Which other decks will you play? I don't know yet, man. We haven't decided. Open to a lot of stuff today. I won't be streaming super long today, probably. Probably just normal average stream length, but we'll see what's up. Next thing on my list was Evocation Spell Sword Mage, Violet Spell Sword. That card with Evocation, or maybe just other stuff too. But... all right, into the fray Zephrys here, or do I just want to take Zephrys like Holy Smite? Probably just want to take Zephrys Holy Smite, right? The end of the fray still remains relevant for later, and frankly, they're only hitting one taunt anyway right now, so let's just take the Holy Smite here to make sure that we're staying up on board. Demon Hunter early. We certainly have the mid-game swings we need, right? That's not going to be an issue. Right now, I need to hit Kargath or Bone Wraith or a weapon. Demon Hunter's got problems because this thing is so awkward to hit. You don't want to hit this because you don't want to give it extra damage. It doesn't really matter. It kills the little dude anyway. So what difference does it make? Oh well, now it doesn't. Now ordering's weird again. Oh yeah, this is an awkward turn. Is he? Wait, you really push this to... oh, he's going to fully twin slices. That makes more sense. Okay. That is a big commitment, though, to kill the brawler. Jeez. What a painful play that feels like, I think. Doesn't that feel painful? I feel like that just feels terrible. Fully twin sliced. Didn't even spend a mana there. That's good news for us. This can help me kill some satyrs and stuff, which is nice. I guess I probably play Rusty Raider though on 5 in most cases. It's not that good against Satyr, but I guess actually Livewire Lance is certainly much better against Satyr here. Particularly if we hit a taunt, I can play a Lackey into the fray and Livewire Lance and probably address much of this board. I'd love to hit another taunt for this end of the fray to hit. That's fine by me. That works. See what Lackey we get. I guess maybe Kobold Lackey would be my ideal. Ethereal Lackey could be interesting as well. Sword and board I'll take, yeah, instead of the end of the fray. That's fine. Push a lot of damage out of play there. It's pretty sweet. What do you think about Face Hunter and Timid Demon Hunter now that the meta has kind of evened out? That's always a really hard framing of that question to answer. I don't know how to answer that. Like, do you mean, do I think they're good or bad, or do I think they're fun or not fun? Do I think I think Face Hunter is still a really boring deck to play and moderately competitive. I think Timothy Hunter's very competitive still, but not the best deck in the game anymore. But very easy to climb with. I love playing it because it's so fast. I hit Legend in like 2 minutes. Lamry, I do not have a career outside of Hearthstone any longer, no. Starting in roughly January, I was 100% full-time. I was like kind of almost full-time before that anyway, but January 100% full-time. This is really good to clear Kane. I think we're also going to hit this guy here. Technically the 2/2 is a little more guaranteed output, but this has that scary scalability, right? We may get a Kobold Lock or something anyway to address this. We do indeed. That's kind of perfect. Okay. The cool thing about our deck, or our class really, is the fact that we do have like guaranteed life gain against Demon Hunter with our hero power. I mean, clearly we have some in the deck as well with Kartot and Scrap Golem and Kargath and Shield Block and etc. Armorsmith. But even if that stuff all whiffs, if we can start stabilizing behind a taunt wall, particularly now that Kane is out of play, We can just start hitting the button, and we know that we'll gain life eventually, right? We know that we'll start to outpace the pressure of the Demon Hunter behind the said taunt wall. And we have a really good end of the fray now. It's hitting 2 minions I can play simultaneously with it, which is really nice. And we know that'll stick. He's used both Twin Slices now so that his Altruist is getting much worse over time. And he still has a second slice, I guess, but you know what I mean. Oh man, I think we even have time to do this, don't we? Boy, oh boy. That is pretty much always getting hit, right? He's gonna have to push through that. There's no cane. There's no cane. Yeah. Yeah, get wrecked, man.